Standing in Campo Santo Cemetery, and they paved over a bunch of them and ran a trolley car through a bunch of them, and all the people. Huh?
Here comes a big tour.
Tonight on Ghost Tourist.
Hi, this is Scott.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're Ghost Tourists.
When we travel, we visit haunted locations.
So we can tell you if they're spooky or dooky.
So next is the El Campo Santo Cemetery.
What the hell does that mean?
El Campo Santo.
The Holy Field. It used to be the second biggest cemetery in all of San Diego, and then it got smaller.
Yeah, they decided to put a streetcar that ran through the cemetery, and so they just kind of paved over all the grave sites.
Yep, and now it's a street, a road, and there's just these little tiny discs that say grave site, where graves are underneath the road.
So right now there's 477 graves still visible, but there were many more Spanish, Mexican, Native American, and European descent
Corpses.
buried in the ground there.
Dead people.
In that area.
We're standing in Campo Santo Cemetery, where people have been buried here since the 1800s, and most of these are unmarked graves. There have been a whole lot of paranormal things going on around the cemetery. People who live near there or work near there have power outages. They have appliance going on and off, or alarms going on and off, lights randomly flickering in their homes and businesses. If you go to visit the place and park near it, a lot of people who park beside it will see their car alarms starting and stopping, or their car won't start when it's time to leave.
Looking for ghosts.
Right now.
But a lot of times people see a figure there and they think
It's just an employee?
yeah, so they go up to talk to him and then the thing disappears.
Yeah.
People see floating orbs, flashes of light, shadowy figures. And then a lot of cold spots, like extreme drops in temperature, like walking into a freezer, which sounds awful.
Yeah. There's also, of course, an old Victorian woman dressed in a white dress that walks around on the south wall of the cemetery.
Pretty much every single place we go has a woman in a white dress. Was she a hooker? They're almost always
No,
hookers.
It doesn't say. We don't know.
We can assume.
She could have been.
Yeah.
Is it making the crosses into people?
Yeah, it's making because it's so dark, look, even the rocks are somebody lying down. A lot of people think that most of the ghosts that are seen there are from the Workman family. Family's name was Workman, so it's because they have a lot of family members that are buried there. One of the people that a lot of others claim to see his name is Yankee Jim Robinson. The very tall, thin man that was hung?
Yeah, he was.
Sentenced to death.
Oh, you mean he was
hanging.
killed?
He was hung and he was hanged
Oh.
in the land surrounding the Whaley house.
So people who get near his grave often see a tall, dark apparition near his grave. This guy, he was really tall. He was so tall that the gallows they used were too short, and he didn't break his neck. He strangled to death, which is really painful.
That's awful.
And then the coffin for him was too short, so instead of getting a new coffin, they broke his legs, forced him into the coffin.
And stuck it in
So this guy's gonna be upset. So ultimately, there was so much going on at the cemetery that the neighbors complained, and they got a priest to come in and do an exorcism.
Did it work?
Apparently it did. There supposedly was a big drop in the amount of activity at the cemetery, so it's too bad we couldn't go there before the exorcism.
So on the spooky scale, we give the old El Campo Santo Cemetery 4 out of 5.
Holy crap.
It's pretty creepy. Plus, it's right next door to the Whaley house.